So when I'm on the punching bag, I'm thinking of I've got Ira opposite me, and that's gonna motivates me.
We're gonna give a great show to the audience. We're gonna do this for the kids, and we're doing it for ourselves as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Black Tie, Black Eye 5 podcast. Today we've got two amazing gentlemen with me, Ira and Lewis. Now they've got stories they're going to tell you all about themselves and why they're here. But I just wanted to start off and let's get one thing out of the way. Straight away, this really isn't just about boxing for you two, is it? It's about more. Lewis, Ira, if black tie didn't exist, do you think either of you would have made the lifestyle changes you're doing right now? Start with you, Lewis.
No, I don't think so. Me and Ira were talking about it outside. Actually, the people that I've known that have done the event previously as well. Is the first thing anyone will tell you is just what a motivator this is. Knowing that you're gonna. Compete in front of your friends and family, and hopefully many people at the event. It really puts that fire up you to go, okay, so not only do I need to train to make sure that I deserve to be there and that I can put in a good performance, but it just adds to the fact that this is such a great opportunity for myself to lose a lot of weight, get healthier, and get training and get myself into a better position.
So, tell me a bit about your past. Like this is your second show, isn't it?
Yeah.
So your first one was in 2019 at our first event.
Yeah.
And
7 years ago. Yeah. Which I cannot believe it's been 7 years. I did the first event, so I knew yourself through rugby. I think at the time you were trying to tap into get a few of the rugby guys, because we had the Nomads and the Eagles, and it'd be like a good bit of rivalry. So. I think I was just one of the guys that agreed to do it, and I didn't know it at the time, but I know it now. It is one of the coolest and best experiences I've ever had. It's so unique and it's so awesome. Ever since I did it, and I really committed to it back then as well. In terms of training. Anytime since that people have heard about the event and thought about taking part, the first thing I'll say to them is it will be the best experience ever. You've got to do it. If you've got the opportunity to do it, just do it. And if you can commit the time that you need to, it's like once in a lifetime. Well, not once in a lifetime, but it's just something that I think many people will never have the opportunity to do, whether it be this event or just to compete or box in front of a crowd of people. 99% of people don't get that opportunity or don't pursue that opportunity. So for me, the event was such a wonderful thing to be part of all those years ago. That today I'm motivated to do it again. Albeit 7 years down the road. When I fought at the first one, I was overweight, out of shape, and in need of it. 7 years, 7 years of Big Macs and bad decisions later, I'm bigger than I was, I'm older than I was, and again, what a great opportunity to do something that's going to benefit me physically and mentally.
I remember last time you did drop a load of weight, didn't you?
I did. I was trying to work out how much it was earlier with the guys. So. Without any dieting, so I was still pounding burgers and I wasn't drinking. I didn't drink it was 83 days. I didn't drink alcohol. I remember that specifically. For that event. So I did commit to that, but I was still eating. I was having cheat meals quite a lot, and I dropped. I think it was 25 pounds. I think So I don't know what that is in kilograms.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and without without trying to diet or being too. I mean, I would eat right. I'd eat good stuff, so I'd feel good. But yeah, I lost a bunch of weight last time.
What's your goal this time, hey?
So my heaviest weight was 150. I was just over 150 kg. I think when I sort of answered the call this time and spoke to you back in April, I would have been I wouldn't have been far off that. I would have been about 147, 148. I think when we first started sort of talking about it. Today I'm down at 137. I think, give or take. When I approached Ira after his fight last time, I think I'd asked you what your weight was. I think you might have fought at 115.
That was exactly 115. Yeah.
And I said to you, I forgot the exact conversation, but I was a big fan of Ira from watching.
Because you called Ira out, didn't you?
Oh yeah, he did.
Well,
yes, he did.
So sort of accidentally. Lewis actually has been the commentator for the last two events, and he's been knocking on my door, literally saying at the event, "I want to fight Ira. I want to fight Ira."
You can hear if you listen to the audio back, you can hear me in real time being a big fan of his. Because I was like, I really like. You can hear me like being like this guy. I really like his style. The punching Paniere from Paragnacchi. And yeah, so
that's a great name.
Yeah, so I went up to Ira after, and I was like, hey, great to watch your fight. It was great to call your fight. I would love to box you, and if I do, I'll try my best to get down to 115. And that's I would love to get to 115. I don't know how achievable that is now, but my goal is to get as close to 115 as I can by the fight night.
That'd be incredible if you could get down to like another 10 kilograms. That journey is inspirational.
That makes the journey worth it already, man.
It does. So
that's life changing.
Ira and I had a moment a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you remember this.
Which one?
We were changing with the t-shirts.
Oh yeah, this was funny.
So,
excuse me.
Ira at the last event was a 4 or 5 XL. 4XL. And it was snug.
Oh yeah,
it was snug.
It was.
And I had a 4XL on me this time, and by accident I gave him a 2XL. And you put this on, and it was baggy. And it was that moment, the smile on your face just made me so happy.
And I still haven't weighed myself since. So I'm thinking my last weight is still 115 from last year.
He doesn't know his weight.
Okay. I want to find out when we actually get to the scales.
On the way in, that's when he's going to do it.
Mystery's always good.
It's like the Biggest Loser when they do like, oh, you lost 20 kilos. You want to cry.
I've got the opposite of that right now. So you're a 2XL. I think you guys handed me a 4XL, and it was really tight. So a couple of weeks later, a week later, you guys have given me a bigger one. So I have no idea how many XLs. I'm worried I'm worried about what size the one I've got currently is. But that one fits like baggy, so that one's good. It'll be great by fight night if I can fit the 4XL. But in a perfect world, if I can get down to 2XL, that would be awesome.
Yeah, but you're also a bit taller as well, and and you're English.
Am I taller? Am I taller than you?
I think so. I'm 5'10".
Oh yeah, 5'10". I'm 5'11". 5'11".
So you're taller.
Yeah.
There we go.
An inch.
Margin. An inch is a big difference. That's not an inch.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Oh dear.
So Ira, you're obviously a lawyer by day.
Yes.
And a huge advocate of Villani.
Yep.
Stuff you do is pretty inspirational. I'll be honest with you. And one of the main reasons that you do this is for the kids of Villani. Can you tell us a little bit about them? Like, why are they so close to your heart?
It all started the year of Black Tie 2. When one of your fighters, her name was Kyra, was actually one of my students when I was still teaching in college. And so I realized, well, okay, I want to join this. Can you link me up with you guys? And I got in for Black Tie 3. That same year, my employer at the time had a Christmas, how do you say it? It's like social work CSR type thing, where they hosted kids from Villani over at the center, which was in Quezon City, and the people from the office all did different things. They read them from books. They played with the kids. I was elected to be Santa Claus.
Which you were again this year?
Which I was again actually just last year. And my staff were actually elves. They were like, we all bought like costumes and stuff. When I came into the hall where they were, they just dropped everything and smothered me in hugs, and it just brought tears to my eyes. Like, these pure-hearted kids just brought joy to me just by thinking that I'm really Santa Claus.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And I think they know that I'm not, because they were pulling my beard down.
It doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. I actually fell back because they really like swamped me with hugs, made you cry. And then since then, I mean, it's just a matter of like God showing you where you should be helping out. So since then, I've fought in 2 black ties.
And the first one, you fought Ralph Becker, was it?
Yes, Ralph Becker.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I miss him. When is he coming back?
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Ralph, yeah.
And we did our visits to Verlani as well during those, in preparation to the fight. Then last year as well. But it turns out that one of my good friends from a business organization, the Management Association of the Philippines, was president of Verlani at the time. So when I showed her the poster of the fight, she said, "Oh, that's for us. Thank you so much. The kids really need all the help." Later on, last Christmas, we went again. I was Santa Claus again. Early this year, they included me as a member of the foundation, and now I'm assistant corporate secretary. So it's like helping however we can, whether it's in the ring or in the boardroom, whatever it is. Because these kids really just deserve the best chance at a better life.
They do. Yeah, they do. I mean, I struggle when I go down there, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, I'm always like forcing myself not to cry in front of them.
Yeah. No, I had this conversation with a couple of other people the other day, and every time I go there, I know it's wrong, but I stand out. I stand back, and I kind of stand out, because when I go in there, I just feel like you're never doing enough. You're never, you've got everything, they've got nothing, and I always feel like there's more to be done.
Yeah.
I feel guilty. It's a weird feeling. I can't really explain it, but it's like we sat down the other day and we had a meeting with Verlani, and we're trying to work out ways that we can raise more money. And you realise that every penny does count. It really does. And we've got some great ideas we're going to do this year.
Yeah.
We're going to each fighter's going to team up with one of the orphans, and we're going to
take them to the tables.
Yeah, take them to the tables, introduce them, so everyone at the event feels that emotional attachment that we do.
That we already do.
Yeah,
right?
because we're all going to go to the orphanage in about 2 weeks, I think it is.
Yes.
And it's an emotional time. It really is. And when you've got the cameras there as well, and the kids don't give a shit, excuse my language, they really don't. They're just like, piece of the camera. They're
These
amazing.
kids, I mean, the stories you hear from the people who are taking care of them, you would not think of these things happening to these kids, because when they're in front of you, they're laughing and they're playing games with you, and they're just like every other great kid. But then you hear about abuse from parents, they were into drugs, whatever, they were sold to some kind of slavery, and I'm like, God, but here she is, I'm just dancing in my Santa, and she's laughing, and it just really tugs at our heartstrings. So,
So I think we're going back to the Santa thing.
Yeah.
I think Lewis would make a good Santa as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, not a 2XL one, maybe.
Why don't we make
bigger.
a bet?
Sure.
Winner becomes Santa, loser becomes an elf for the next Christmas.
Fair enough.
I'll
do it.
Let's do it.
It's going to be a big elf, whoever it is.
So what? I will be an elf as well. Okay, so Santa is 2
Yeah,
elves.
you have to dress up as well.
Yeah,
You were in a suit the last time.
I'll be an elf. Deal?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I was just a little bit more about Verlani. So when we did the first event, we went there, and I can remember the day we went. I've still got the video, and they. It was so surprising. They went there and we did a workshop where we taught the kids how to box, which the irony of which is like I'd only learned how to box 4 weeks ago, and here I am. Very left, right, and I'm probably teaching them the worst technique ever. But like you said, when you're there, it's children having fun. Everything you've explained, all the things that happen behind the scenes, all the trauma and things. It's kind of left. It's not visible to you when you're there with these kids are so joyful. And I remember they said, oh, the kids have prepared a song for you guys. And it was so emotional. They got the choir and they sang, and it melted your heart. And I remember I shared that, and it was so touching. I shared it to my family. The videos are like, oh yeah, every time we'd visit Fulani, we went a few times, we would bring some food and whatever. We'll do stuff with the boxing. I remember I shared it to my mum. Well, very recently, I've talked to my family in like our family group chat on Facebook. That's how I stay in touch with the guys at home. And I was saying, hey, I'm doing the boxing event again. We're raising money for Fulani. We love, me and Rifa, my wife, we love Fulani, and it's a really good charity. And I didn't know this, but my mum goes, oh, I know the charity. I donate to them every year. All from that one video.
Right.
And I was like, it's not going to be thousands of pounds or anything like that.
This is the thing. It doesn't matter. Whether it's $1, $100, $1,000, it doesn't matter. Every penny helps.
Every little bit helps.
And that's from a woman that's at 7,000 miles away. Just seeing the good work that they do, and that's why they do need to be supported, and that's why stuff like this is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So just want to not get away from Fulani, but your health journey is something that's really close to my heart. Okay, I mean, we sat down. I think it was September.
Yeah, September last year.
Solaire Resort. We had a rather boozy champagne brunch there, and that was the last time you.
Last time I drank alcohol. Yeah.
And I remember that. I remember we had a conversation, and you said things have got to change.
Yeah. I'd 9. I don't know if it was 9 months prior to that. 9 months prior to that, my wife had a health scare, and so she had to have an ECG. And while she was doing it, she said, "Look, I'm having an ECG. Do you want to get one as well? It might be worth you doing it." So I said, "Yeah, sure." So I did an ECG and all that, and the results came back. There was a couple of really concerning things, and then I got a bunch of blood work done, and then they were like, these markers are crazy and all that. So at the time, I was given medication I was prescribed medication by the hospital. Me being the idiot that I am, I just ignored it. So 6 months after that, I went on a rugby tour. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the rugby community, but a rugby tour is just drinking. So we went to Phuket to take part in Phuket 11s, and I had drank from like the Friday to Sunday, and on the last day my feet started to swell up because I'd forgotten to drink any water, so I ended up
forgotten.
So yeah, I know, but that was it.
It's true.
All I did was play rugby, dehydrate, and then hydrate with beer.
With alcohol.
With welcome to rugby.
Yeah, with beer and like some barbecue pork sausages. That's all I had was like beer and pork sausages. And then my feet swelled up. And if you Google both your feet swelling up at the same time, Google tells you you've got congestive heart failure and dying. So we went to the hospital. It all ended up being okay. It just turned out severely dehydrated, too much trauma on the feet. Running the whole weekend, being a big guy, walking everywhere. So that was a health scare. And I turned to my friend at the time who'd come with me to the hospital there, and I said to him, "Man, this is a sign. I've got to stop. I've got to do something." And then fast forward to. Ignored that, I met Jamie Sunday at the Solaire of all places that where we're going to fight. So that's a full circle thing, and we'd had it was lovely. You'd invite me to a seafood buffet. It was lovely, I had a boozy weekend and I had that. And I just didn't feel right. We were hanging out at the casino. And I said to him, "Hey man, I've got to go home. I just don't feel right." And this was like 3-4 p.m. It wasn't late. And then the next day I woke up, still just felt really not right, and one of my arms felt really tense, and I went to the hospital the Tuesday, told the doctor hey, this happened. She was like, "Okay, well, how long have you been taking your meds for?" I was like, "I haven't taken my meds." she gave me the grilling of a lifetime. And there was a point where I was arguing with a medical professional because I'm just being defensive. I thought I'd be okay. She's like, "You're an idiot." And then since then I've been on medication, the right medication, and all of this ties into that. This. And so stopping alcohol was great, but I thought that by stopping alcohol I'd automatically lose a ton of weight and be really healthy and happy. That's not the reality. There's a bigger thing at play here. So my biggest challenge is still food. It's still my food consumption. But now I'm exercising really regularly thanks to this event, and I'm going to train as hard as I possibly can to make sure that I perform on the night and we compete very well. And then I'm really hoping that this is the start of a health journey that continues.
Absolutely.
Do you think if you didn't do this, life could take a bad turn?
100%. Yeah, 100%. I get addicted to everything. I was addicted to. I've smoked since the age of 15. I've been drinking alcohol and binge drinking. So it's not like having 2 beers with dinner. I will have. I'm a no beers or 10 beer type of person. It's just my personality. Food is terrible. I've smoked for years. I started smoking age 11, and so when I gave up alcohol last year, that was also the last day I smoked a cigarette. So I stopped smoking as well. I had a really good friend about a week before that. Sam Chittick, and I remember we were in a bar and I was having a beer and a cigarette, and he's big, and we were chatting, and he goes like, Lewis, he goes, the food's not great. The alcohol, because I was drinking all the time, the alcohol's not great. He goes, those two, not great, but he pointed at the cigarette and he goes, that's the one that will kill you.
Yeah.
So yeah, gave up smoking, gave up drinking, and yeah, had it not been for this event, being the timing of this event, I think I would really struggle to get to where I need to be. So this is massively helpful for me.
Yeah, I agree. It's your fight to me it's not just about the fight; it's about life. I'm really looking forward to your fight because I think this will go further than the event itself. It'll go for years and generations, and hopefully it'll prolong both your lives. Yeah. If you could see yourself from 2 years ago, or yourself 2 years ago, see you now, what do you think he would think? If that made any sense at all.
The me from 2 years ago would be looking at the me now.
Yep.
And saying, hey, that's a handsome beast. No, but because I loved the fact that we were doing this for the past 2 years, but I let work get in the way. I was working in Quezon City, impossible to go to the gym in BGC every day, stress work, stress eating from the work. You're getting the list of the bad foods you're not supposed to take, like double fried chicken or burgers that are just dripping with juice and oil, things like that.
I'm trying to diet.
Yeah.
but and then, of course, the first fight with Ralph was great. It was a draw. Second one last year with Sam Wilkes, I lost. So I thought, hey.
Why do you think you lost?
Oh, I gassed out. I pushed him, and all of a sudden I was like, I couldn't even put my hands up.
So you're are you training harder for cardio this time?
Yeah.
So how's training going? Tell me about that.
Like apart from the past 2 weeks, because I had to stop because of a cough, but it was first, try to train 3 times a week, 4 times a week, twice with the team as well. It always helps with doing it with the team because we push each other. Whether the guy is like 75 kilos and I'm almost double his size, but we're hitting the bags, we're light sparring together. It's that type of... It's like a boxing family.
Yeah.
That we're just pushing each other, keep going. One more sit-up, one more rep, one more this.
It really helps.
It helps. Because if it was just me on my own, I'm like, and 10, but it's not even 10. It's like 9 3/4. I'm done. But doing it this way, it's so much more productive.
Yeah.
Because it helps.
I mean, everyone sees, we do a lot of social media for this. Everyone sees all the training videos and all that side of it. What they don't see are the downtimes, the times when you get home, you don't want to get out of bed to go train, or you're feeling, I can't do this another day. And how does that affect you?
Yeah. I posted in the group, and you came back with some really, really motivational words. I went up to Baggley with my wife for our anniversary. We were talking about that before, weren't we? June 11. So I got up to Baguio, and up until that point, I'd been doing boxing training kind of every other day. Had a bit of rest in between. And so I got up to Baguio, and I actually took gloves and wraps. And the last time I went up there, I went to a boxing gym there. So I did actually intend to. On Friday we travelled, so I wasn't going to box. And Saturday I was planning to box, and I couldn't get around to it. There was too much traffic, and it was a long weekend in Baguio. You can't get around. So I was like, okay, well, I can't box. So that's fine. I'll have the day off. So I had the Friday off, and I had the Saturday off, and then Sunday we're coming back. So I had 3 days no boxing, which was great, really good for recovery. Because the temperature in Baguio is lower, I really seized up and got tight, and I was hobbling around the whole. I couldn't move right. I was like, oh my god, what have I done to my body? And I had this kind of all these, I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this boxing thing. Maybe all this training's not helping me. I'm training too hard, or I've overcommitted myself. It's a very big commitment, and also it's something that terrifies me, but in the right way, to get up and fight in front of people. And I was like, oh, I really don't want to do that. So, and we got back to Manila, and then the next day I had some really, really bad news, like life impacting news, and I was so down. And I was there with my wife, and it was bad news for the both of us. And we're crying, and really bad. And then and I said to her, I was like, I think I'm going to call Jamie and say I can't do it. I'm just going to call him and say, look, man, we're going through this right now, and I'm gonna back out. And I didn't, because that evening, like 2 hours after this, we had boxing training scheduled, and I thought, and I was going to stay with my wife, so I'll just stay here with you, comfort you for now. And she was like, well, if you want to, or but if you want to, and I was like, I don't know if I should go train. She's like, if you want to go train, And I thought, oh, okay, fine. And I went, and I was feeling so down, but that was a really tough trip to get to the Lab McCarthy. And I got in there, and for that next hour and a half, that was out. I left that at the door, and I met Ben. I met Ben, and me and Ben, who's fighting on the card. He a really lovely American chap. And me and him, I hadn't really sparred up to that point. Me and him did a light spar, and he did not hold back. Well, he probably did, but it didn't feel like it. He punched me in the stomach a couple of times. I was like, oh man! And you know what? Just getting slapped about by Ben, I was happy in that minute. It was weird, just bizarre. It was a great workout for me, and it was really, really cool. And I came back from there, and I sent a message to my boxing group chat that I've got with my friends. I sent it to the group chat we've got with our team, and I was very honest with everyone. Like, hey, I really thought about quitting this weekend. I really didn't want to go to training tonight. I'm shit scared, and I'm stressed and all that, but for some reason the gym just felt like the right place to be. So I'm not backing out, and I'm going to stay and do it. And
I think you two are very similar to each other in a lot of aspects. When you look at each other, do you see similarities as well, like emotionally, psychologically?
I mean, the whole point that you're started off with is like, if we didn't do this event, we probably haven't made the life-changing decision to start working out, eating right, getting better in shape. And if we never got to that point, we'll always say, okay, I'll do it next year, next month, whatever.
And next year,
it's too late.
It's not given.
Right?
It's not given. I go through these feelings as well, and I know that I'm overweight, and I know that I've got to get in shape. And this is why I'm a bit jealous of you guys, because you're actually doing it. And I'm sat here and I'm talking to you about you guys doing it. And I think I've got to do the same as you guys. I really do. But I just want to say you both are really strong human beings, and I'm really proud of both of you for what you're doing. So thank you for being part of it. But,
then let's make a bet. Whoever wins this year is Santa. The rest are elves.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Whoever wins this year also faces Jamie next year. Then we got to force him to train. Right? We got to force him to train. The way it's doing it.
I mean, I don't need too many reasons to punch Jamie. So,
I think you might have a line of people for that one.
I mean,
Sorry,
my turn.
who needs an event?
Lucky me, I feel so loved.
It would be awesome because I know that you previously you've got MMA. You fought in MMA and boxing.
I've had a few.
Yeah. So it'd be good to if your body can hold, it would be great for you to get back in the the square or the was it octagon, hexagon? If it's not UFC,
Absolutely anything.
Yeah. Parking lot.
Anyway, moving on because I'm now scared.
No, but before, whatever you were going through, I don't want to like make this a competition, right? Like I have it worse or I have it better. Remember last year you asked me about why I'm doing this. I told you,
Yes.
well, my grandmother had just died. Actually,
You did, yeah.
I lost my mom January of this year.
Oh.
So it's like, it's also pushing me more to train. I want to give the win to both of them. But it also means like, we're just going to keep living and having their memories with us, inspiring us. So whatever bad news you got, just go to the gym. Don't quit.
Yeah,
That's not an option. Do it for whatever. If it's, I don't know the nature of your bad news, man, but don't quit.
I have a feeling like you guys that, although you're facing each other in the ring, I feel you're both going to be pushing each other to be in that ring, to succeed, and afterwards you're both going to be friends as well.
Yeah.
I can see that, and we're all here to help each other. So
We're going to give a great show to the audience. We're going to do this for the kids, and we're doing it for ourselves as well.
100%. For me personally, the victory is just getting in the ring. Yeah, I don't care what the result is. I'm going to compete as hard as I can.
Yeah.
Of course, I owe that to you. I owe that to everyone watching. But I just to do that for me that's the victory. So and I'm so grateful that you accepted the fight and because I have you in my mind's eye. So when I train, I'm like, all right, I'm training for Ira. It's a lot easier to visualize. So
Yeah.
So when I'm on the punching bag, I'm thinking of I've got Ira opposite me, and that's gonna motivates me. And I do think you are a wonderful person. I knew it instantly.
Likewise.
I'm so glad it's against you, and it really feels like both of us are doing this for all the right reasons.
Okay, we're going to finish it there, but I just want to finish with one thing. Imagine a guy was watching this right now. He's overweight. He's going through a lot in life. He's avoiding answering the hard questions, avoiding doing the things he knows he needs to do, but isn't doing them. What would you say to him?
That was me 3 years ago. And I would say to him, I'm not at peak physical strength now, but I think I'm feeling a little bit much better. I mean, a little bit better compared to then. And having a better outlook for life, having a better feel for the ring and boxing in general. And it's a journey,
It's a journey, not the destination.
Yeah, it's a journey. You're going to spend the first few days training and like, God, my back, my legs, holy crap, my shoulders are painful. But then, if like I've been coughing for the past 2 weeks, I'm not training, I miss the pain. I miss the muscular strain on it because I can't train. I can't wait for the cough to leave so I can go back to the gym. And what kind of person who knows me would think Ira misses the pain and wants to go back to the gym? Really? Who is this guy? He's an imposter. That's not Ira. Ira would like to just chill at home with his dogs and watch HBO or, by the next episode of House of the Dragon or whatever, right? But no.
Dutton Ranch. Watch that one.
Right.
I love that show.
But it's this whole thing that you've put together, actually, is we've made the camaraderie among ourselves as a team. And it's us versus them. But then again, when I meet the guys from Team Compass, it's like, hey, what's up? We're not really opponents. We're not enemies or anything. So it's brilliant networking. We're making ourselves healthy. We're doing this for kids. And Lewis is right. Once you experience it, win or lose, respect to you, but it's really just the experience of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm doing it for the third time already.
Good man. Yeah, maybe be the second time. But to answer your question, so if I was speaking to the gentleman as you explained, which again, Ira said that was him 3 years ago. That was me almost a year ago, maybe a bit less. I'd say to that person, I'd be like, look, if you can, get in the gym. And I saw this really quirky song on social media recently, and it's so poignant. It's get in the gym and you do it mad, do it glad, do it sad, do it happy. Just do it. Just no matter what's going on, just get in there and do it.
On my phone,
Nike, just do it.
Yeah. On my phone, I've had this on my phone now since iPhones came out. It says, no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up.
That's it.
And it's motto I live by in life. So
and that's exactly my journey right now is get in the gym, just get to the gym, get in the door of the gym, and the next step from that is just get in the ring. Just get into that ring, and then that's it, So
thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So
Thank
have
you.
a great fight.
Thank you.
Let's make some memories.